Okay, 2025 has barely begun and it's already pushed me to my limits. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who's experienced it this far. I'm currently in a washroom at the Filipino Center, not at home. This is not where I plan on making this video, but we're here, we're making do with what we have. Somehow the month flew by, but I did manage to get back into my hobbies and interests and routines, but not without a price, of course. Last year, for context, wasn't terrible by any means. I hit some key milestones. I got a new job, I got a new spot at a tattoo studio, and I did travel quite a bit. I was mostly work focused though, and while that's not necessarily a bad thing, I definitely overworked myself. But heading into 2025, I wanted things to be a little bit more different. Not you seeing my script. I wanted to have more balanced and honestly a plan to better prepare myself for what 2025 is to come. Does that make sense? I ended up making those plans and I put them to use, or at least I'm trying to. We're doing our best. One of my goals this year, or every year to be honest, is to spend more time with loved ones. I'm a very family-oriented person. It's just natural at this point. My mom's birthday kicked off the month and we celebrated with dinner at a fantastic spot called Pha An Phu. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hopefully I am. You know how everyone has a love language? Physical touch, words of affirmation, for example, those are mine. I swear my family's love language is acts of service through honestly food. If you're sick or if you're having a bad day, they always ask, did you eat enough? Are you hungry? Because that's the way that they say, I love you. This restaurant really hit the spot. So major kudos to my boyfriend and I for that one. My grandfather even finished his pho. Like, that is insane. Speaking of food and quality time with loved ones, had another memorable meal with my best friend later in January this month. We had some Thai food and deep talks. I don't eat much out anymore because I'm saving up for some trips, but since my best friend and I live further from each other now, it's kind of our default hangout plan. If you haven't been to Koh Lipe yet, consider this your sign to go. Food there was absolutely incredible. I was honestly dancing while we ate. That wasn't even the best part. The restaurant's furniture and ambience had such a cozy, homey feel, and it reminded me so much of the little things from the Philippines. Even though it's not a Filipino restaurant, their staff was also super kind. Like, so kind. We ended the night at a dessert spot called Cream and shared some nice heartfelt memories and began reminiscing about the old times. There's just something so healing and comforting about getting nostalgic, especially with the snow falling in the background. One of the things that I've been getting back into as well is ice skating. With my full-time job taking a huge chunk of my time and energy, that ice skating during the winter has kind of been pushed to the side. I never really realized how much I've missed it, especially going out with friends, to be honest. So what are you buying today?
So today, obviously I'm buying blush, duh, and this one is my favorite cream ever if you want to smell like vanilla and bananas, and if you want to smell like super milk, like a lemon cake, get this, and it's on sale, so come and shop at Lush. Follow me on Instagram.
Welcome to Jazel's vlog. Yeah.
Harris,
Yeah.
this is?
What?
You hold this while I go, and then you can you get a ride from me.
Okay, buddy.
Here, let's go. Harris, look.
Look at her skate.
No, for real, look. Harris thinks my nose is too big.
Get the size, dude. You're gonna close up on that nose.
It is watery right now, but there you go.
It takes up the whole thing.
Hey.
And this is on wide angle.
Hey, you know what? No matter what resolution is on that camera, they can never see your one. All right? That's how small it is. Yeah, take a good look. Not you can't see that one, but take a good look. That's.
Do some ASMR.
Along with getting back into ice skating this month, I've also been diving back into tattooing. Another creative outlet that's always been close to my heart, whether it's me putting it on my skin or putting it on other people's skin. It's one of those things that not only expresses myself, but also keeps me learning and growing in ways that I didn't really expect. But after an unintentional 2-month hiatus, I finally sat back down in the studio and touched up my friend's tattoo. We didn't get too far though. We kind of drained all of our energy 30 minutes into the appointment, and that should have been a sign for me. I ended up getting really sick after all these events because my body was so exhausted and I refused to listen to it. I pushed myself because I had a plan. I need to achieve it, I was settling into a nice routine, but never really making time for myself. I ended up on bed rest for almost about a week, which definitely set me back, but honestly, I needed the time to reset. I was able to sit with myself and understand that it's okay to work hard. Chase your goals, make plans with your friends, and pursue everything else your heart desires, just as long as you find a balance and prioritize your well-being. If you put yourself first, everything else will fall into place.
I just got over my sickness. I wanted was some tacos. They did not give us our tacos. Abdul on Uber Eats.
Oh my.
Ordered Gus tacos and said it was here. Actually, it said it arrived early. We looked outside. Where the fuck is it? It was not there. We look at the picture he sent. It was like a kilometer away from my house. We called him. He was like, they said they canceled. It got canceled. I'm like, no, you're lying because they would have canceled it for us. So now we're going to All Stars instead.
The lesson of overworking myself and needing rest has been repeating itself ever since I entered my 20s, and I often find myself sitting and thinking, why is it so hard to break this cycle so it doesn't happen again? I never really come to a clear conclusion. I'm hoping this process, both for myself and for anyone watching, will offer some insight, even if it's just a little. No matter what though, I'm grateful for being pushed to rest. It's a reminder that I'm alive and living the life I'm meant to experience right now. It may not be ideal, but it's mine to navigate, and that's incredibly liberating. So, that was my January. My month of finding balance between the lines of work, hobbies, relationships, and rest. So, how was your January? Tell me, because I've heard some stories, I see it on the internet. Anyways, I gotta get back to this Beyblade tournament. They're probably like, where is she? And I need to pee, so this washroom is very nice. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next one.